So America is going to shut down. Have you ever heard that before? Well, you may have not seen this coming. I want to explain what is going on here. Because just the other day, I was reading an article, this article, how a fertilizer shortage could drive food prices even higher. Now, this article got me going down a rabbit hole of where are a lot of our fertilizer, where is it coming from? And then that led me to find out where and how our fertilizer is being transported across the United States. And we all know that a lot of fertilizer is transported by rail. That's a potential problem. And that's a potential problem because there's a potential rail strike that could begin on November 19th, 2022. We're a little bit over 1 month away from that. Now, after some digging, I came across this article right here. America is going to shut down if we shut down. The Mississippi River's water levels are near record lows, and it's wreaking havoc on one of the U.S.'s most critical supply chains. Now, I know that water levels all across the United States are at critical points. We are seeing, this is just insane, but we are seeing in some countries, they are having floods when normally they don't have floods. They normally get a drought. And in the United States, a lot of times we get floods, but we are now experiencing a major drought. Now, the Mississippi River is critical. It's critical. I never knew how important it was. Now, I knew how, I didn't realize how low the Mississippi River actually is. The river is actually so low that barges are actually getting stranded on the river. Yeah, stranded. They can't go anywhere. So, do you know what the answer is when barges are getting stranded? Well, it's actually pretty simple. Shippers are actually being forced to limit the amount of cargo so that their barges can safely move across the low water levels. Now, too much cargo will actually cause the barge to scrape the bottom, and eventually it could get stuck. This is what the Coast Guard has been telling us. But the issue here is that less cargo also means higher costs. And when a lot of the products that are being transported are food related, this is an issue. Food prices are up close to 13% since last year alone. It's not a good sign. But again, it's not just food either. Barges carry agricultural commodities such as cotton, soybeans, wheat, corn, grain. They also do lumber and wood products, fertilizer, coal, construction materials, metal, sand and gravel, things like that. They also say they do gasoline, petroleum products, and other chemicals such as gasoline and petroleum. They account for about 200 million tons of shipping annually on the Mississippi River. Yeah, the Mississippi River is a very important river. Very important. The Mississippi River Basin actually produces more than 90% of U.S. agriculture exports and nearly 80% of the world's grain exports. Yeah, this is why multiple experts believe that the U.S. economy will shut down if the Mississippi River shuts down. This is not an exaggeration. The Mississippi River is vital to our economy. It's a major piece of infrastructure. Now, right now, fewer barges are unable to navigate the river at the same time due to the water level. And just picture this. Normally you have the river, right? You got the river, and as there's more water, more barges can go through. The problem is, as the water level drops, the two sides of the river become very close together. Problem is, two barges or three or four cannot go through at the same time. So what happens? You get one, which means the rest of the barges have to wait. Well, according to reports this past week, more than 2,000 barges were backed up along the river just last week alone. And due to these delays, the price of food is already expected to rise even further. Yeah, this isn't getting better. And now I know y'all be asked this question, so I'm just going to address this question right away. But the question that I am anticipating people were going to ask is, how much cheaper is it to ship through the Mississippi River rather than by rail or by truck? Well, we know going by air is just too expensive. We're not going to do that. But how much cheaper is it to go by the Mississippi River? Well, I was actually shocked when I looked into this. According to the research that I found, a single hopper barge can haul as much as dry cargo as 16 rail cars or 70 trucks. A single hopper barge. They say that a 15 barge tow keeps 1,050 trucks off the highway. 1,050 trucks. Okay, that is a lot of trucks. And in the same time, when we are seeing diesel prices reach some highs and diesel itself reach extremely low levels once again, this is not the time to try and transition over to trucks. It's just not. Now, why do I bring this up? I wanted to share this news with you as a lot of people have been wondering when food prices are going to go back down. The answer is they might not for quite some time. And the answer is that food prices are being impacted by multiple problems across the US and globally as well. This is something that we're not just going to get out of all of a sudden. And this is why I believe a lot of people never saw this coming, is simply because we look at food price and it's like, okay, yeah, we got that issue over with Russia. That's causing grain prices to go up. Okay. We know OPEC Plus cutting oil output. This is pushing up gas prices, and as gas prices go up, food prices essentially go up as well. We also know there's an issue with farming here in the US, not only with the drought, but the issue that we're facing is some farmers, we have a drought. Are they going to be able to get the water that they need to provide for their farm? If they can't get it, then they're not going to plant their crops just yet. That has already started. That actually started last year in 2021, where certain areas of our country, a lot of it over on the West Coast, well, sadly to say, we weren't getting the water that we needed. So farmers just decided they're not going to plant any new crops. They're just going to wait, or they're going to change the crops that they were planting before. So now what's happening is that's creating some upward pressure on prices. Again, prices of food is going to go up. And this is why I say, SHTF, when what hits the fan. Because right now the American people, we're running out of money. Things are costing so much more. Utilities, food, rent, everything costs so much more money now that the problem is we cannot afford all those things. Then you throw in medications. Yeah, it's a big, big issue. But this is why I just wanted to warn you that America is going to shut down if we see the Mississippi River get shut down as well. And honestly, I firmly believe that is an accurate statement. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Do you think the United States is going to shut down if the Mississippi River shuts down? Let me know. You can always respond down in the comment section below. But that's what we know at this time. As always, as I know more, I promise I'll come back on and share all latest news and updates. Again, just want to thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.